In this video, we will travel to China and discover the secrets behind the extremely cheap products sold on apps like Temu. As cheap as the prices are, there are many conspiracy theories surrounding them. People say the prices are unrealistically low because they use exploited labor to reduce manufacturing costs, or that they sell your personal data, meaning they don't profit from the products themselves, but from your information. And there are many other theories. So is any of this true? The answer is yes and no. But before we talk about the conspiracy theories, what exactly is Temu? How can it offer products at such low prices? Is it possible that they don't make any profit from these products? To fully understand this topic, we chose one of the products listed on Temu and traveled to China to visit the factory that manufactures it. We wanted to see what really happens inside a Temu supplier's factory and learn the true production cost of the product. The product we chose was this item. It's a small figure or toy designed as an anime or cartoon character. The quality is high and it sells on Amazon for around $9. The exact same product was available on Temu for only $4, nearly half the market price. Of course, finding the original factory for any product in China is extremely difficult and almost impossible, but after extensive research, we managed to locate the factory. The factory is located in Guangzhou and is called Jinning. They manufacture toys similar to the ones found in Happy Meals, as well as products for major Chinese brands like Kickfill and Popmark. This is the factory owner, Mr. Yang. He welcomed us into his office, and the first thing you notice there is the huge collection of toys everywhere. Mr. Yang invited us to have tea and shared his story with us. He started this factory from scratch when he was 29 years old. Before that, he worked as an ordinary salesman. The man standing in front of us is highly successful and built everything on his own. He's been running this factory for more than 20 years. After one final cup of tea, we headed to the factory floor. As soon as we entered, we began to understand why China became such a manufacturing powerhouse. The material in my hand is plastic. It comes in different colors and each type has specific properties. The plastic is ground into small pieces and turned into a melted mixture combined with color pigments. The next step is the mold. The material is injected into molds specially designed for each toy. The toy is made in two separate halves, which are then joined together to form the complete figure. After that, the product is cooled in cold water. And this is the final result. At this stage, before the finishing touches, the toy looks plain and unfinished. It usually comes out as a complete die-cast figure in one or two basic colors. Here, they add the external details, such as the eyes, eyebrows, and other small decorations. These details are printed directly onto the toy. After that, the product moves to the packaging section. And eventually, this same toy is sold in your country for 10 times its manufacturing price. Now that we understand the manufacturing process, the important question is how much does this product actually cost directly from the factory? The final product looks incredibly high quality, honestly much better than expected. In fact, stores like Miniso are customers of this factory, which was surprising to me. So the real question is how much does a product like this cost directly from the factory and how much profit is being made? At this point, we sat down with the factory team for a discussion while our friend continued pouring tea for everyone. But before I reveal the price, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really motivates me to create more useful content. The price of these toys is shocking. If I want to buy 500 pieces, each one costs only $0.58. If I order 1,000 pieces, the price drops to $0.52 per piece. And if we become regular buyers ordering in large quantities, the price could go down to around $0.45 each. So we concluded that the profit margins on Temu products are huge. This product is being sold for almost 8 times its manufacturing cost. But despite that, the price on Temu is still considered very cheap compared to retail stores and even compared to Amazon prices, which are already considered affordable. So the big question is, how is a relatively new app like Temu able to compete with huge, well-established companies in the market? Here's how the business model works. Imagine a wealthy businessman living in the Emirates who wants to invest his money and grow his business. He decides to contact a factory in China to manufacture products in large quantities and import them to the Emirates to resell. But in most cases, he cannot communicate directly with the factory. Instead, he usually ends up dealing with a middleman, a company that connects foreign merchants with Chinese factories and takes a commission. Then there is also a shipping company involved, which takes its share of the money. Finally, the businessman receives the products in the Emirates, for example, 5,000 pairs of slippers, and resells them to local merchants. Those merchants then sell them in physical stores or on e-commerce platforms like Amazon UAE. And eventually, the product reaches you, the final customer. As you can see, many different companies are involved in the process, and each one takes a percentage of the profit. That's why the final price becomes expensive. What Temu did was create a shortcut for this entire system. The people behind Temu are already based in China, where factories are everywhere. They have direct relationships with manufacturers and can obtain products at extremely low prices without relying on long supply chains. Then they simply list those products directly on Temu, and you, the customer, buy them immediately from the platform. Temu removed most of the middlemen from the process. And even though the prices are very low, the companies involved are still making a lot of money because of the massive sales volume. Now you have a much clearer understanding of how a platform like Temu can make money so easily. It's actually a very smart business model. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment below. See you next time.